There is nothing like a coffee house to create an atmosphere of belonging, intimacy, and community. Conversations are had and relationships built over a coffee, soup, and salad in ways that just don't happen anywhere else. Muggs is excited about providing this kind of space here in Loudonville, Ohio, a place that's open 7 days a week, offers free Wi-Fi and family-friendly entertainment every Friday night. We'll be the hub of information with flat screens that display details on all the upcoming community events and opportunities for people to do life together. And that's just the downstairs. Upstairs, the mission of Muggs really comes to life. Muggs is a nonprofit organization that was developed to be a catalyst, creating life-changing opportunities for education, networking, and resourcing. Our second floor is being equipped with a conference room and 4 private meeting rooms that are available rent-free, where Muggs will host life skill development opportunities that span the gamut. Things like classes on technology, financial planning, gardening and healthcare, networking opportunities for seniors, for young mothers, or upstart entrepreneurs, support for the grieving, the ill, and those battling addiction. Though there are many aid organizations, help is often available in a limited capacity. Muggs makes it possible for many of the tremendous things already taking place to happen in greater ways. Loudonville is such a fascinating community. Located in the Ohio River Valley between Cleveland and Columbus, and surrounded by the Mohican State Park, this town of 2,500 sees an influx of over 100,000 every year between May and September. Between the hikers and bikers, the campers and equestrians, water enthusiasts, and adventure seekers, we attract quite a crowd, many of whom ask each year for the closest coffee shop. Muggs looks forward to capturing that market to sustain our life skill development classes all year round. Muggs Home is an historic building in Loudonville's downtown that for 3 generations was the destination for anyone in the market for fashionable men's clothing. The current owner is donating the building to Muggs, and the monies needed to cover the cost of construction have already been secured through private investors and generous donors across the country. As a nonprofit organization, of course our grant writing efforts are ongoing, but the immediate need, the dollars needed to open our doors next spring, doubled when word was received that our building permit required the installation of a full-scale fire suppression system. It's with that news that we cast the net wide and invite you to help bring Muggs to life. Maybe you're a local who's excited for an excellent cappuccino and free Wi-Fi. Or maybe you've not yet visited North Central Ohio, but you believe wholeheartedly in the difference a place like Muggs can provide. Either way, you can make this happen. Muggs' mission is based on the practice of assets-based community development, using relationships to empower and equip people for the meaningful life they were created to live.
Francis Moore LePay said, "It's almost impossible for people to change alone. We need to join with others who will push us in our thinking and challenge us to do what we didn't believe we were capable of." That's what Muggs is all about, creating a space for that to happen, and I really hope you'll consider joining us in our effort. Hello Grants Committee, and thank you for allowing me to provide video defense of Muggs' grant application for your consideration today. The video that you just saw was created in the fall of 2014 for our crowdfunding campaign called Raise Your Muggs. As you can imagine, much has happened since that video was recorded. In fact, allow me to draw your attention to one of the items in your packet. It's a brochure that looks like this. In that brochure, you're going to see that much has happened in the last 24 months. Including 6 months of volunteer demolition and donated disposal, the commencement of professional construction last October, and best of all, the donation of the property to Muggs on December 9th, 2014. As well, you'll notice that Muggs' nonprofit status was finally fully approved in the spring of 2014, which allowed us to address the concern that the grant committee had with our application in 2013. See, since then we dissolved the LLC. We've transferred all the funds from that to the nonprofit, and we are now operating under one singular umbrella. Another item in your packet I'd like to draw your attention to is the September edition of our monthly e-newsletter. It's a document called Here's What's Brewing, and in your packet it looks like this. This document gives the most concise explanation of why this level of fire safety requirements applies to Mugs. See, Mugs was not grandfathered in under any previous building codes. The usage of the space has changed, as has the seating capacity, all in an effort to create the space necessary for the mission of Mugs to take place. Right now, our construction awaits Richland County's rough-in inspection, but the part of our story most specific to our conversation today has to do with those extensive fire safety requirements with which we must contend. See, the total cost of these requirements is quickly approaching $80,000, $40,000 of which is the price of the fire suppression system alone. And as you can imagine, these were expenses that we learned of in process, but we refused to allow them to derail our mission. So let me close with this. We just want to thank you again for your consideration. It's with the help of organizations like yours that Mugs continues moving forward.